up, everybody? It's your boy AC, and welcome to another edition of LA Sports Live. So yesterday, the Lakers formally announced their coaching staff for the 2019-2020 season. Of course, you guys know they hired head coach Frank Vogel, but let me run down his assistant coaches, his assistant coaching list. We have Lionel Hollins, Phil Handy, formerly of Cleveland Cavaliers and last year the Toronto Raptors. Miles Simon, who's actually the only holdover from the previous head coach Luke Walton's staff. Mike Pemberthy, who they got from the Pelicans, where he served as the shooting coach, and he will serve in the same capacity with the Lakers. And Quentin Crawford, who worked with Coach Vogel down in Orlando. Now, Coach Vogel recently went on Chris Mannix's podcast. It's called The Crossover. You guys can check that out. But he gave a cool little 30-minute interview. And one of the interesting things he talked about is assistant coach Jason Kidd. Basically, he made it quite clear, 100%, he has zero problems with Jason Kidd. And he interviewed Jason Kidd to be the lead assistant, and decided to go ahead and make Jason Kidd the lead assistant, and is 100% comfortable with it. The media is the one who always seems to come up with something negative to say about the Lakers and their people. You know, supposedly Jason Kidd is the head coach in weight and lying in wait, and as soon as Frank Vogel has a 3-game losing streak, he's going to be out. Jason Kidd is in. I doubt that. That's just part of the drama that the media likes to create concerning the Lakers. Anyhow, Frank Vogel also touched briefly on the type of offense that he plans to run on next season, and it's going to be a little bit different from when he ran in Indiana, where they pretty much pounded everything in the middle. Of course, when you have two good post players like AD and DeMarcus Cousins, he said they're pretty much going to run everything, or at least it will start in the post with AD, DeMarcus, and LeBron. But, things are going to start in the middle, and then they're going to kick out and run a lot of motion. Kind of like, how the, everybody kind of mimics the Golden State Warriors. So that's what he mentioned. So, I thought that was quite interesting. Look, let me tell you something. The Lakers, in particular, Frank Vogel and his staff, they've gotten a lot of flack. And a lot of media types are saying that the Lakers coaching staff is inferior to the Clippers coaching staff. I don't agree with that. If you look at both staffs, there's only one glaring thing that's the difference between the Lakers staff and the Clippers staff, and that's just because Doc has won one world title with the Boston Celtics. To me, that's the only difference. Overall, if you were to grade them, maybe Doc Rivers will come out slightly on top, and that's because, like I said, he's won one chip. But check this out: players are the ones who win the games. They're 95% of what determines on who wins a game or how many games a teams win. Guess what? Mike Brown, he was the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they won a lot of games. And he didn't win a championship, but they won a lot of games. Is he regarded as a great head coach? But hey, if you throw his wins and losses against other coaches, he'd be stacked way ahead of them. So, I don't get too caught up in that too much. So, like I said, Frank Vogel, he's the head coach. Jason Kidd is his lead assistant, and he's totally comfortable with it. I'm cool with it. Nothing else to be said about that. There's another story. It seems like there's always a story, especially a negative one, in the media about the Lakers. And I just want to give my take briefly about, this story about LeBron James. He's at one of Bronny's AAU games out in Vegas. and he got up in the layup line, the warm-up line. He threw down a couple of dunks, and I think Bronny had a breakaway and had a nice dunk, and Bron kind of went crazy and ran out on the floor and kind of lost the shoe. And you know, you guys know previously I mentioned Jason Witlock, and man, you know, I'm off that dude. I'm cool on him. You know, I used to kind of halfway tolerate him way back in the day when Jim Rome brought him around, and Jim Rome on the radio, and he was cool back then. But this fool, he's feeling himself too much now on Fox, and I don't appreciate the stuff he's saying about LeBron James. Jason Whitlock don't even have no kids, so I don't even see how he can, you know, have such a strong comment and talk this much trash about LeBron James and his actions. People know I'm a parent. A lot of you guys out there are parents, and you know, man, when you're a parent, you recognize and realize you have to kind of reserve judgment on other people and their relationship and how they parent their kids. It is what it is, and it's one of the things you don't really understand until you have your own kids. But I just believe Jason Whitlock was way out of line, especially he tries to say, hey, look, you guys remember a few years ago when LeBron was playing in the playoffs with Cleveland, and he got to a little scuffle with somebody, I can't remember who it was, and his mom kind of ran out on the floor, you know, because he got in a little scuffle or whatever, and LeBron turned around and told her to sit her ass down, and Jason Whitlock talking about, LeBron, you need to sit your ass down. Man, those are two different situations, bro. First of all, LeBron's a man, you know, we talk about his son, and, you know, that's a whole different dynamic between a man and a woman, first of all, and the situation was totally different. For one, LeBron was just celebrating a big play by his son, and then LeBron's mom in the other case was responding to a possible fight. It's two totally different situations, and to me, LeBron was pretty much acting as a protector, telling her to sit her ass down, I got this, I don't need your help. The two situations are totally different, and it's something that Jason Whitlock will never understand until he walked in that man's shoes. Now, you guys know I'm a Laker fan, and I'm always keep it totally 100. Y'all haters out there, Laker haters, LeBron haters, you need to come off of that. That's old. And for me, personally, this is the last time I'll mention this on this channel, but y'all need to come off that hate, all this hate for LeBron and Lakers, and what you need to do is jump on the bandwagon. It ain't too late. The season hasn't started, and we got a little bit of room for you left. Anyhow, hey guys, I took a little vacation, but I'm back. I'll be back a little bit more consistently, like I always say. If you like the videos, give me a thumbs up, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and continue to give me the support. I'm out of here. Put you guys back later.